I love from Playa Marienet, the Mediterranean coast, the Costa Blanca of Spain. That's Cullera to the north of us. It's a pretty cool town. They've got a nice town with a mountain, with a castle, and there's lots of high-rise condo buildings. The older part of town slowed down with restaurants and shops and stuff. They've got a beautiful beach there. It's pretty happening in the summertime, so they do a lot of business. The whole bay is a beach, and then around the far end of the island there's a point, and there's a lighthouse out there, and you go around that corner and you can see Valencia and another 50 miles of beach up that way. So this is a nice location. Now this is Playa Marienet I'm on here, and this beach is out kind of in the farmland. You have to drive through some farmland to get here. We're just south of town, but it's little narrow roads and kind of funky. But along the seafront here, there's quite a few nice homes. And we even looked at, my brother and I looked at a little hotel down here for not much money. But at that point, the town of Cullera there has a nice river. And the river, they built some jetties for it. And what that did was it changed the way the current runs around here, and it eroded away this whole beach. This beach was up to the walls by those houses in some places. And that was back in January when I was here. I came here metal detecting, and the beach was narrow and you could metal detect, and I found quite a few coins in one area. It was cool. But all these houses, you know, it was rough. The hotel we looked at was waterfront, but there wasn't any sand at all. It was just the rock wall behind the concrete wall. And so amazingly enough, the government came in here and fixed it. Since I've been here in January, they built this whole beach, and it goes for miles. They got dredges out here somehow, and they dredged up a bunch of material. A bunch. This is all raised up about 4 or 5 feet all the way down through here. So imagine you're maybe 100 foot back there off the beach with water lapping, and now this. So it's pretty amazing. You know, the government of Spain is smart. They invest in the infrastructure and the people and the roads. The roads couldn't be more pristine and beautiful, you know, and they don't have a lot of trouble here. So it's a pretty tranquil place. But I noticed when I was coming across this sand that the fill material, it's actually got river rock in it. So these round rocks, of course, been washed in a riverbed. So all this material, I'm suspecting, came from the other side of that dike, because that's a river channel. And so to move material, they'd suck it out over there and pump it out over here. You're making the channel deeper, and you're making this higher. So there, I mean, there's just I'm a dirt guy. I mean, I've got an equipment company, and we move dirt. And let me tell you, this is a big, big, big job. And somehow they pulled it off in just no time. I come back and it's all beautiful. They've done landscaping along here and planted new plants, and they painted the roads and improved everything out there in the front of this area. And now it's a totally different neighborhood. So the government of Spain's doing things right, because they're taking their money and investing in their infrastructure and people, and it's going to make them more prosperous in the end. Everybody happier, you know. So nothing wrong with that. This guy's got his whatever you call that thing. Pretty cool. They're battery powered, and you just glide along. Hell, I might be able to do that if I can stand up. There he comes. He's out of the water. I think it's hydro surfing or something. I don't know what it is, but anyway. So the river provided all the fill, right? But wait. Down here at the beach is the old sand. This is the sand they had here. It's beautiful white powdery sand. And we've got a nice little 100 foot of it right here. So what they did was, they filled all that. First of all, before they did that, they sucked up all the good sand they could, moved it off to the side somewhere. They built all this up out of the river, and then they come back with the good sand and put it back out here. So they just moved the damn sand around, you know. Maybe they went and got new sand, I don't know. But this is the kind of sand this whole beach has. And unfortunately, it doesn't now have all that, but it does have, you know, a beach. And I'm sure after it weathers for a while, it'd be better. Some of that rock get buried. But there's my rant on infrastructure and a view at Playa Marienet, Cuyera. And down there, Gandia. And then Denia, past there. Denia School. Got a nice port. Cruise ships come in there and stuff. Ferries, big yachts. I'm gonna go over there and look at me some big yachts. So I've only made €9. Meal detecting. Oh, €9.10. So I'm gonna have to go spend it somewhere later.